Girl Talk is brought to you in part by M&M Eye Institute and by Prescott True Value Hardware.
So it is Girl Talk with Angela Scott. We have so much fun with our girl Angela. Great to have you back from, hey, Telluride. You've been skiing?
Yes, it was absolutely lovely. I almost got snowed in yesterday because they had a torrential downpour of snow, which is wonderful for them.
Yes.
As we did here in Flagstaff, they actually closed Snow Bowl yesterday because of
too much snow.
Yeah, so they got 6 inches of new snow last night.
I tell you, that is such a gift.
That's quite exciting.
It's been dry this year. They haven't even, I don't even think they opened it until I don't know when, in January or something this year.
But it makes me think we are so lucky to live in the state of Arizona, right? We have Snow Bowl so close. If you want to get warm, you go south. We're so lucky. But one of my new favorite getaways in Flagstaff right now is the Inn at 410. It is a darling bed and breakfast located right downtown, close to restaurants, breweries, shops, just about everything. An hour, a little bit over an hour right there to the Grand Canyon from the Inn at 410. And what I love about it is they have these darling, like, theme-based rooms, as long as patios. You can sit outside when it's a little bit warmer. But one of my favorite rooms is called the Sunflower Room. So this room, everything in it is just sunflowers. The wallpaper, the bedding, just about everything. You can see it right here on the screen.
Oh, that is
so
adorable.
cute. It doesn't show up, but there's a darling fireplace. Who doesn't love a fireplace this time of year, right?
Well, yeah, because we're saying, you know, month of love, it's February, even though Valentine's is over, we can still stretch this out a bit. And so this is a great romantic getaway.
It absolutely is. You know, it's very reasonable. The breakfast is to die for. I had an egg bake and protein pancakes last time I was there. It's very gourmet. They have this beautiful spread that they keep out during the evenings for you just to go downstairs. The paper's there, reading material. You can sit in the little living room area. That's beautiful. It feels like you're at home.
That, you know, and that's so nice. Bed and breakfasts are so popular now, and there's a lot of different internet sites that you can go on to find these little hidden treasures, no matter where you're going.
Right, and what I love about a bed and breakfast is you can be as independent or as social as you want to be. If you're downstairs, but there are people from all over the world, which I find fascinating. You don't really have to go very far. You go right up to Flagstaff in the bed and breakfast, and you feel like you're in Germany, talking to the couple over here from Germany, because everybody comes to Arizona for the Grand Canyon. So you get a variety of people.
One of the 7 wonders of the world.
One of the 7 wonders of the world, exactly. Yeah. Another place I love in Flagstaff for lodging is Mormon Lake Lodge. It is, you can do camping. So if you have an RV or if you have a tent, you can do that. Obviously not this time of year. You're probably not going to, well, you can, right? Some people are diehard campers. There's horseback riding. The steakhouse is fabulous. They have a little pizzeria. And then if you want to take your kids on a little romantic getaway, they have jungle gyms, basketball, they have a trout pond, a little bit of everything.
I had no idea. It's been years and years since I was at Mormon Lake, and I didn't even know it was there. So what a great thing to, and you go by yourself. We're saying romantic getaway. Take care of yourself. That's part of, you know, that's a good thing too.
Exactly, Sandy. We have spring break coming up here shortly. So also what I didn't mention about Snow Bowl that I absolutely love is they offer a spring break special. So between March 1st and April 1st, ski lift tickets are generally $79. They offer a ticket for $29.
Oh, whoa.
You can't beat it. A great place to take your children. You can stay at Mormon Lake Lodge, go into ski, a little staycation actually, right?
Exactly. What fun. Now they rent things too, right? Of skis and stuff if you need them.
You can rent absolutely everything. Everything is there, helmets, skis, and I strongly recommend helmets. I mean, it's rare that you see people without helmets nowadays because we know so much that you can really prevent injuries, right? We know skiing. I saw a funny bumper sticker the other day. It said something about skiing is the only sport we pay an arm and a leg to break an arm and a leg, right? So you have to take caution and be a little bit careful.
Let's not break our head on it.
Right.
But you know, that's so unheard of. I mean, people never wore helmets skiing.
Exactly.
I went once, didn't, and I managed to survive without a brain trauma. But
I know, I'm very impressed. Another place, as we're talking about things to do up in Flagstaff, not just lodging, Bearizona. Have you been to Bearizona?
Oh, Bearizona is amazing.
Isn't it? I absolutely loved it. It's fun as adults. It's fun to take children, grandparents. Just about anyone will love it. And you sit in your vehicle and you actually go through that little area and the bears are right there. And if you go, sometimes they're feeding the bears so you can see a feed. But then they have a million other animals, right? They have the wolves, they have raccoons, bighorn sheep, just about everything.
Amazing. I see. I didn't know they had anything but bears. I've actually not been there. I've had them come on with bears, baby bears.
Oh my goodness.
Before, which they're so cute. They're like little toddlers, for heaven's sake.
Yes,
you know?
yes. I'm surprised you miss, you love animals. I'm surprised you didn't take one home.
Yes, well, I had a hard time getting away with it, and it would cry just like a little baby. It was like,
yes. Oh, the cutest
anyway,
thing.
It's a wonderful place to go. How fun for people,
It absolutely is.
too.
And then we can't forget restaurants, right? One of my favorite things to do when I get away to different towns or a romantic getaway is restaurants. And a favorite of mine in Flagstaff for dinner, it's only open for dinner, is Bricks. Bricks is this darling farm-focused contemporary restaurant. They have a fabulous wine cellar, a lot of different types of meats, pastas. It's right behind the Inn at 410. So if you stay at the Inn at 410, you can just walk over, go right there to Bricks. They also have, it's cute, they have it's the restaurant, but inside they actually have a patio in the center. So if it's nice outside, or they have heaters, you can go right outside.
Like a little atrium patio,
It's an atrium patio, exactly.
How very clever. And it's spelled with the X, so
yes,
otherwise you can't find it in the phone book, maybe.
Right, B-R-I-X. And then, of course, all the breweries up there are also fabulous to go to. They have local, brews that they brew right there in the breweries. And
fun,
that's
like
always a fun thing.
tastings,
Yeah, that's always
that
a
can
fun
be
thing to do. And another thing I love Josephine's. It's open for lunch, dinner, and brunch on the weekends. And it is just a darling little house-style restaurant. So again, like going from that bed and breakfast into Josephine's, you feel like you're just sitting in, your house or someone else's house, but you're not lifting a finger. They're waiting on you.
Oh, love it. That's my favorite kind.
And then they also have outdoor seating, but who doesn't love soup this time of year, and fondue, and just some
those warm
wonderful
comfort foods.
Oh, so
Besides,
great.
it's almost more romantic, like you mentioned, the fireplace. So if you're cozying up and you're having warm food, there's some kind of romantic thing about that too.
Absolutely, yeah. So we are so lucky to be here in the state of Arizona. And then, of course, if you're going from Prescott, it's always a fun drive to go through 89A, go through Jerome, go to Sedona, maybe hit the Haunted Hamburger in Jerome, then go through Sedona and hike a bit, and then on up to Flagstaff the back way. Just a beautiful drive.
Well, and Old Town Cottonwood is in between there, and I'd say they are really a neat place now. Again, really vintage hotels and delicious food.
Restaurants.
And antique shops.
I had no idea, right? So at Cottonwood, I didn't know. And I went to their main street, and I was so impressed with just the development.
Yeah.
So
they've really, I think it's a big thing of treasuring our heritage, and our little towns around here realizing people love that. And so instead of saying, oh, it's old, let's get rid of it, they're fixing up, they're refurbishing, they're making it a treasure to, like I say, stay in a wonderful old hotel. I did in Jerome one time, and it was a blast.
We are so lucky. You can do beautiful staycations right here in our own backyard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Inexpensive, saves you money.
Inexpensive,
close. You don't have all the travel time.
Exactly.
I mean, if we didn't live here, Angela, we would visit here.
Do you know I was saying this weekend? Because I'm almost an empty nester. My son is graduating from high school. I can literally go anywhere. I can live anywhere. And I thought, why would I ever leave Arizona? We have everything. There's really no place I go that I think, oh, I would rather live here, because it's so diverse and it's so beautiful. Our state is so beautiful, isn't it?
Oh yeah, from historic things, we've got a petrified forest, we've got caves, it's Indian ruins, and you name it.
And you feel like you're in different states as you go. You go to Tombstone, you go to southern Arizona. It's a completely different world.
They're very different. Yeah, that's right. You can have forests or cacti, or warm or chillier, or whatever you're looking for within such a short drive. So we're very lucky. Again, like really romantic.
Really romantic, yes.
Or it doesn't. Again, when I say romantic, I mean kind of loosely, because I think you can. These are fun places to go with your girlfriends too. Sometimes the girls just have to get out. The guys just have to get out together.
Absolutely, I think it's so important. Whether you're in a relationship or not, it's great to nurture those friendships and those relationships, whether you're male or female, or even, I would honestly challenge people. This year, I've kind of challenged myself to this: traveling alone. It's really eye-opening for yourself to travel alone, because there are those moments when you're alone. Okay, what am I going to do? I don't have to think about anyone else right now. How do I want to spend my time? So you really learn a lot about yourself doing it that way.
Yeah, very soul expansive.
Absolutely.
I think, and you learn things. It's kind of good to do something that scares you a little bit every day, because you grow. You grow so much.
It's what forces us to grow.
And then pretty soon you say, man, I love being alone. This is great.
Well, that's a slippery slope right there.
Oh, for a minute.
For a minute, yeah, exactly.
Anyway, Romantic Getaways, a lot of wonderful places around, just right here, very close to us. Angela Scott, thanks.
Thanks for
joining us.
Always so fun.
Oh, you've inspired us and told me about a whole bunch of new places I had no idea existed. So,
Perfect.
Yes.